Well, today I want to show you one of my Power Apps I did. It was one of my first applications I did for a client, and I'd like to share it with you. Let's take a look. All right, so a customer came to me with this spreadsheet here on the screen. What they do in their business is they install special equipment for law enforcement vehicles. And what they wanted to do was do a pre-install inspection and a post-install inspection to make sure all the equipment was the same before and after they did the install of their equipment. So this customer believed that this is simply a very simple one-screen Power Apps application. It's just a one-screen Excel spreadsheet, right? Well, it ended up being a 12-screen application, of course. I broke down the application into a few parts, modules. Let's take a look at the SharePoint list that I use to keep track of all the data that this worksheet captured. So as you can see here, I created a SharePoint list for each of the entities that I needed to keep track of for this application. As you can see on the screen, I have a SharePoint list that keeps track of cars. I have one that keeps track of the customers. And then I use 3 different lists for the inspection questions and answers. Okay, so here's one for the answers, one for the questions, and also the categories. I've got all the categories listed out in the 6 different items there. The inspections themselves keep track of separately. And then we've got a list for the staff that will use this application. All right, so before there can be inspections, there has to be a car to inspect. And before there can be a car to inspect, there has to be somebody brings in their car. So let's start off with the customer's screen. So I'll go ahead and run this. And as you can see, I capture full name, phone number, email address, and notes. And as I click on the different items on the side here for the gallery, it displays the details here. If we wanted to enter a new customer, we go in here and we'll enter a new customer there. Let's say new at customerdomain.com, notes. Here are some notes, and we will save. All right, now that we have a customer, we've got a button down here at the bottom called Customer's Car. So let's click on that. Here we go. So we got new customer selected in this drop-down list. This is actually a combo box. We can select any customer here, and it shows you a listing of their cars. So let's go select our new customer. We just click on New Record and type in some data here. We'll click Save. There we go. So now we have this car here. Now at this point we can start an inspection. All right, let's do this. Click on Start Inspection. All right, so this is the inspection screen. So as you see here at the top, we've got the customer's name, customer's phone number, the inspection start, the car information, and here's the pre-install tech. So what I'm going to do at this point as the pre-install tech is I'm going to click on Start Pre-Inspection. All right, so as the pre-install tech, I need to go through all of these questions and answer them. So I need to make sure everything is okay or report if it's not working. So I'll go through these as you notice as I'm going through them. Shows the percentage done. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and answer these. I'm going to pause it and then come back. All right, so I've clicked on all the answers to the questions. And now I'm going to click on Finish Pre-Inspection. So now it is moved along in the workflow so that the post-inspection can be started. So me as a tech, I could go in here and click on Start Post-Inspection. It'll put my name right here, and we'll go ahead and start it. All right, now we're conducting the post-inspection. So I'm going to pause the video again, go through all these questions, answer them, and see you in a moment. All right, I'm here at the end. I'm going to answer the last one here, being okay. Very good. All right, now this button popped up here where I can actually click on it in post-inspection. I'm going to click on it. So now it moves in the next step in the workflow, which is the manager section. The installation has occurred. There was a pre-inspection. There's a post-inspection to the installation of the equipment. Now the manager is going to sign off on this. There's also a spot for the service order number. So let's type in that as the manager. And when I click on the Start Manager Review, it should actually put my name there. This inspection and installation went very smooth. There we go. Now the inspection has been completed. We got these 2 guys shaking hands in the middle. Everything's good. And so here's all the information. We've got a button here. We can click on Finalize an email. So this actually sends out an email with all the information from the inspection. All right, so let's click on this button, Finalize an email report. All right, so just got the email. Let me show you. Just has all the information here, answers and everything. So that was sent out. Everything was saved to the database. That's pretty much the process that the application handles. I'd like to click through and show you some more of the screens of the application. So let's do that now. If I were to click on all inspections, I can see all the inspections that have been completed or started through all time. So we've got them broke down by month. So we can go back and view some other ones here. So it actually shows the status of where it's at in the workflow, and it's got information listed here. Now, if you go to the home screen, you've got inspections that have been started, not completed yet. You can see those here, and you can go back to that inspection by clicking on this button. And we've pretty much gone through a lot of the screens here. There is another one that I have here called Select Customer, or the car to begin inspection. Let's say you already know that the customer's already been added in the system, the car's already there. Perhaps a car comes in for another installation. So we can just go in and go back to our new customer. There's the car that we started. We can start a new inspection. So we can do a follow-up inspection. So that screen's there. And as you can see from screen to screen, I've added a little bit of stock photography. I think it makes the application a little nicer that way. So there are a few application administrator screens I wanted to show you guys. I've got a little sprocket up here if you click on, so we can take a look at the staff list. If you click on one of the records here, you can make them a manager or a technician. And up here at the top, I did this thing where we've got little profile lines. So I've got the name, the profession, so on and so forth. So that is the staff screen. We're going to add, edit, delete, staff. Of course, all screens have this application header at the top, got a back button. So we have question categories. So we can go in there and you see we've got, these were the 7 different categories that we had to complete. Okay, so if they want to add more categories, they can. That's all dynamic. That's all data driven. So as you add more categories, you can have more tabs in that inspection screen. There's the questions. So we can click on one of these categories from the screen we just looked at. And then we've got all of these questions that we can add. And then we can add in a sort order there. I've used this application as one of my portfolio pieces for a while now. I need to use some other more updated ones that look and function a lot better than this one. Thought I'd share it with you guys. I'd love to see some of the work that some of you guys have done. Please share what you've done. That'd be great. Thank you.
If you found anything in this video helpful, we would really appreciate you click on that like button.